Good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me over there?
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
So good, so good.
Fantastic. Okay, let me say first, I'd like to thank everyone for showing up for this meeting today. I salute the divinity in all of you. And I want you to understand something. The people who are in this meeting, you guys have no idea how fortunate you are. What? Exactly. Thank you, my brother. My man Adrian.
Okay.
Wait a minute. How many people are on this chat right now? Crystal, is there any way of telling us how many people on this chat right now, Crystal?
It's 55 right now, Santana. 56. 56.
So without further ado, let me jump into this for you guys because it's been a bit of a delay. Now, I assure you, the delay wasn't my fault. Customs, all my products are in 5 different countries. So it's just a little tricky. But let me get into the whole thing. So if you're on this phone call right now, I need you to understand that you're about to hear some information that's going to make you very, very, whatever you want to be. If you want to be rich, you can be rich. But more than anything, you can be independent. And for you folks over there who are up late at night, I promise you it's going to be worth it. It's going to be so worth it. So with this technology that we're doing called a CSG training, it's a training to help people train folks to do eye exams, and it's train people to do eyeglasses. What people don't know around the world and what most of humanity doesn't know is eyeglasses are the most expensive things on the planet right now. It is literally the biggest expense on the entire planet right now, but nobody talks about it. So the average pair of eyeglasses in America is about $500. An average pair of eyeglasses in Europe is about $600. So the problem with that is more than 5 billion people on this planet live off of less than $1 a day. So if we're charging $500 for one pair of glasses in America and $600 for one pair of glasses in Europe, that means that if you're one of these people who live off of $1 per day, more than 5 billion people live off of less than $1 per day. So understand that you are never, ever going to get an eye exam if you live in one of these places. If you are lucky enough to ever get an eye exam, you're not going to get glasses. What's terrible is if you live in one of these places that aren't so-called first world countries or industrialized nations, you actually pay more. For example, a pair of glasses in my store costs about $100. But if you need a pair of glasses in Africa where there's no lab, you're going to spend about $500. If you're in the Philippines, you're going to spend about $600. So not only do you not have access to any kind of vision care, it's more expensive for you to even access these things. When you hear about statistics about people having car accidents in these so-called third world countries, the terms that we like to use, it's not because of the driving conditions. Some of the roads are poor, of course, but it's because of lack of vision. People just can't see. So I made a promise to dedicate my life to humanity. And humanity has blessed me with something that all the smart people couldn't figure out. And by the way, I am a dude from Baltimore. And when I say Baltimore, I mean Baltimore, Maryland. Meaning we don't even say Baltimore, we say Baltimore. We don't even use a T. I mean, I play spades and I renege at spades. So I want you to understand that my education is, I don't have any formal education. So without any formal education and just listening to the Spirit showed me how to do something that all of the institutions couldn't figure out. But the problem lies with when you figure things out, you realize that it was never a problem from the beginning. So eyeglasses being $500. So I just want you to think about it for a second. This pair of glasses here in my store, $500, okay? With the prescription, $500. This remote control right here for my television, right here, with all the buttons and electricity, and it's heavy and all that stuff, $10. So I just want you to understand that the powers that be have made it that people are not getting vision affordably, but they will give you this television remote for $10. Understand that this is plastic. This is plastic. This is just plastic. This is plastic, wires, metal, computer chips. This costs a lot of money to make. This costs pennies to make. But the reason why they charge so much for these things is because they can, because the systems that they have in place have made it impossible for average folks to get eye exam and glasses if you don't live in a place that's rich. So just want you to keep that in mind. This is just cheap plastic. And I want you to understand that these are not glasses. I need you to start understanding that. Stop thinking about these as glasses and start thinking about this as vision. We are giving vision, not eyeglasses. If it came through the medium of this remote control, if this remote control could help us see, then this remote control will be giving us vision. So stop thinking about you're selling eyeglasses. You are not selling eyeglasses. You are creating vision. And rest assured, once you give your first patient their first pair of glasses, it is addictive. I gotta tell you, if you're an eyeglass wearer, you understand it from the other end. But once you give your eyeglass patient your first one, that pair of glasses, you are hooked for life. Because I want you to understand that a person who can't see, who hasn't been seeing, and then you come along and say, hey, take this, and then they can see, the feeling is so amazing. You just can't describe it. And I'm gonna do it the rest of my life. And I hope that you guys get the same feeling that I get when you start doing this and dealing with your patients. Now, and one more thing, I'm going to answer every question at the end of this this presentation. And something also considered, I am a person just like y'all. I'm what they say, successful business person. But I'm successful in my business because I did not go to school and I only use common sense. I don't use any type of training, any type of nothing. I just look at something and say, oh, wow, you know, why don't we do this? That's it. And that becomes a problem when you're outside of the situation in the industry and you fix something because everyone wants to be fixed by a Harvard professor or someone from Cambridge. They don't want a dude from Baltimore. I went to John Eager Howard Elementary School. It means nothing to anyone. No one cares. You're not even going to Google it. That's how unimportant it is. So simply said, I am just like all of you. I saw an opportunity. I saw a solution to something. But when I saw the solution, I realized that it fixed something very, very humongous. So the first thing I did was run off to all the smart people. I went up to MIT. Two of my original board members are MIT professors. Yeah, I was the Ford Foundation, the Rockefeller Foundation, the International Association for Blindness, the Indian government, the government of Dubai. I spoke with all the leaders directly. I'm going to share the videos too, by the way. And I didn't make videos to blackmail anybody. I made videos because I knew that everyone would be excited that we fixed a problem that's costing the planet $54 trillion per year. $54 trillion, we fixed it with this 10 cents piece of plastic. And I'll show you how we fixed it. So I want you to understand that the biggest frame company in the world is called Luxottica. They're a multi-trillion-dollar company. The biggest lab company in the world is called Essilor. So the biggest mammoth frame company just got together with the biggest lab company in the world and did a $60 billion merger. And I fixed it with 10 cents. You don't need a lab. You don't need a doctor. You don't need to go to school. You don't need nothing. If you can count to 20, then you are qualified. So understand that I'm going to show you and provide you videos of everyone acknowledging that I fixed this problem, but fixing this problem means something different. And for most folks out there looking, they're thinking, oh, well, they didn't want to accept the information and the solution because he's Black. Has nothing to do with that. Racism has nothing to do with it. Religion has nothing to do with it. Sexism has nothing to do with it. I need you to understand that fixing this issue is such a large issue that you get to remove a large debt from humanity. So if your government can allow you to, for example, especially if you have socialized medicine where you have to get an eye exam and glasses, your government is charging to you as a citizen, let's say $600 for a pair of glasses. When you add that in the eye exam for the entire country like India or China, add $600 and multiply that by 1 billion. So that is the debt that will be accrued for the citizens of India and China under their current situation. So by having this debt, it keeps you in debt. So it don't have anything to do with me being Black and them not wanting to acknowledge that the problem is fixed. It has everything to do with your government keeping you in debt. So without further delay, let me tell you that I am not a professional speaker. I've never done this before. This is being done here. And what I'm saying to you, I promise you, everyone on this call, I promise you, everyone on this call is filthy rich with what I'm going to tell you today. And the funny thing about it is they just haven't acknowledged what's going on. But it's like as soon as it's acknowledged, and it will be, everyone who's doing this is already rich. I promise you. So let me show you how it works. So I'm going to show you an eyeglass prescription to kind of walk you through why humanity is spending $54 trillion a year. And we're only seeing 1 billion people. The 5 billion that live off $1 a year, they're completely ignored. And the other folks are just trying to scramble for money. So let me show you what an eye exam looks like, and I'm going to explain some terms to you. So when people are talking, you know exactly what they mean. But what I'm going to show you today is going to make you smarter than every eye doctor in the world. Do you know how pissed off they are? That literally, I'm going to show you something today that is better than an eye doctor and an optician. I'm going to give it to you for free. You're not going to have to go to school for it, and you're not going to have to accrue the debt of going to school. You're not going to owe a bank. You're not going to owe anybody. I'm going to give it to you for free, and you can do more than an optician and a doctor. And we can do it for humanity, only for humanity. So let's get into vision really quick. What is vision? Very, very basically and simply, do not let anybody who's an expert explain anything to you, because I'm explaining to you very, very basic, and this is the basic foundation. Vision is your mind's perception to light. So understand, if you go into a dark room, you can't see. Once you turn the light on, you can see, because it is your mind perceiving light. You notice that in the daytime, you can look 5 miles, look into the horizon. At nighttime, you can't see anything, because if there's no light, there's no vision. So our jobs as future CSGs, what we essentially do is we harness light and we redirect light to a particular part of the eyeball for your mind to recognize vision. So a cool way to explain what we're doing, we are light benders. If you guys are in the avatar, my avatar nerds, we are true light benders, and we're doing God's work. And I don't mean in a religious point, I mean that the light energy that we get is literally the energy that's been coming since creation. And we take that light and we just simply bend it in a way that allows you to see. So sight is your mind's perception to light. So if anyone wants to give you any fancy terms, understand that what I just told you is the answer, so you can cut them off. You hear terms like nearsighted or farsighted, and you hear people just throw them around. And sometimes some people are afraid to ask questions because it sounds like such a common sense thing. But I will tell you, it's confusion. If someone says nearsighted, what that means is they can see near pretty well. If someone's farsighted, they can see far away well. Now, how do you remember? Just remember your hands. A right-handed person writes with their right hand. A left-handed person writes with their left hand. So a farsighted has the ability to see far away. Nearsighted is the ability to see near. So you are what you can be. That's the way to remember it. So don't even worry about nothing fancy. What I'm explaining to you are the most basics. So you are what you can do. You hear terms like single vision, bifocal, and things like that. When you hear the term single vision, that simply means a person has difficulty in one aspect of their vision, meaning that they may need help for reading, or they may need help for distance, but they just need help in one aspect. So naturally, when you hear a person say bifocal, that means two. So you need help in two focal positions, meaning that you need help seeing far away and you need help seeing up close. So those are some basic terms and terminology that they throw around in optics that you're going to need to know, but that's all you need to know. I'm going to go over an eyeglass prescription and explain to you how things are being done for the past, I would say, 200 years. And we're going to show you how we revolutionized everything and blew past all of it. Like the optical industry right now is driving a skateboard, and we are in a Maserati Grand Sport black with peanut interior. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? So I'm going to let you see a prescription up here. These are eyeglass prescriptions. Can everybody see those okay?
Yeah. Yes, I can see them.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to point to, this is very basic, but this is all you need to know. I'm going to point to you the ingredients and the different portions of an eye exam. So you have 3 columns of an eye exam: spherical column, cylinder column, and axis. Sphere, cylinder, axis. This is another prescription: sphere, cylinder, axis. Sphere, cylinder, axis. So all your prescriptions are going to read like this. When you look at the prescription, the right eye and the top eye says OD. OD is your right eye. What does OD mean? Who gives a damn? It's your right eye. Your OS is your left eye. Okay, so you look at the prescription, you see OD, that means right eye. You see OS, that means left eye. Does anybody know what OS means? It means the same thing as the first one. Who gives a damn? It's your left eye. And the right eye is going to be on the top. Your left eye is going to be on the bottom. So that's how the prescription is. So when you're looking at it, when you're looking here, you're reading across, you know you're reading your right eye. And you're reading across this way, you're reading your left eye. Okay? So here's the 3 columns. Your first column you're looking at here, and this column right here is called your spherical column. And we're recording all this, by the way. So if anybody has any questions, we will we'll replay it. And I'm going to do another video where we're doing a close-up of this. However, this is you probably pretty much get it from here. And again, at the end, you can ask questions. So the first column here is your sphere column. This represents the power of the prescription. Your second column is your cylinder column, and it says seal on top. Now, that portion of the prescription is the portion that gets corrected by something called astigmatism correction. If you see anything in this second column, that means that the person who is getting the exam needs something called an astigmatism correction. This third column is called axis, relates directly to the cylinder. So the cylinder has to be placed on a particular axis, and it is specific for every human being. So that's the reason why you just can't go to the store and just go and buy glasses off the shelf. You know how you go to the dollar store and you can just go buy some reading glasses right off the dollar store? The reason why is because a person who's able to do that does not have an astigmatism. A person who requires an astigmatism has to have their prescription made and positioned specifically for their eyeball. And that's the reason why. And since they have to be done specifically, your governments and the eyeglass companies have made a decision. Guess what? Since these things are specific, we treat these as special orders, which means that we're going to manufacture them specifically for the wearer. And in the process, since we're doing it specifically for them, we get to charge them whatever we want. And in doing so, they've eliminated the ability for 5 billion people to get eye care. Now, I am not against capitalism and people making money. Okay, I am against capitalism, but that's another conversation. I'm not against people making money and people trying to make money. But when you price something so high that you automatically eliminate 5 billion people's access to it, that's not capitalism. That's cruelty. You know, it's like the guy who had the AIDS pill to cure AIDS, and he wanted to charge $10,000 per pill. The pill only cost 10 cents. Now, understand that there's a lot of people who can pay $10,000, but there's far more people who can't. So when you make things so expensive that humanity can't afford it, that's cruelty. So what you have is, you have your governments and the eyeglass company charging you crazy money for glasses, and they shouldn't. So let me show you where they screwed up at. They didn't screw up at, the universe shifted and gave some information to the good guys. So here's the problem. This person here is second prescription. Same thing. OD, right eye. OS, left eye. Sphere column, cylinder, axis. So remember, the sphere column is for your power. Your cylinder column is for your astigmatism correction. And your axis is the position of your astigmatism. So cylinder power says -1. So that means we have to position it at 100 degrees. This says 75. We position it at 90 degrees. See, there's no number here, so there's no way to position it. No number here, no way to position it. If there's no cylinder, there's no axis. You see axis, that means you have to position it somewhere. And it's specific for every human being. So I was trying to figure out a way to make glasses for everybody for cheap, because there's no way to do it cheaply for human beings, because you have to specifically make the glasses for each individual wearer who requires an astigmatism correction. So if there's any opticians on the call or optical professionals, I'm very excited to show you something new. Give me 1 second. It's right behind me. Okay. So what we did is this. Because everyone requires a specific placement for a person who has an astigmatism, we basically needed to figure out a way to do it without a machine, which is impossible. Except if you cut the word impossible if you put a comma behind the M, it says I'm possible. Can you dig it? So I'm possible and you in the call, so that means y'all possible. Forget impossible. There's no such thing as impossible. So this prescription right here that we're looking at is a prescription that contains an astigmatism. So the person who needs to see out of this lens right here has an astigmatism. So you're looking at another person. The strip on this prescription is a -1 with a -2 astigmatism correction. So simply, here's what we did. Because we weren't able to make because there's nothing that makes a pair of glasses specifically for each wearer, this guy from Baltimore decided, why don't we just pop the lens on front of the frame like this, and then turn the lens around to any position we want. And then why don't we, where you at? I'm sorry. Why don't we do it twice? Snap it on and then twist it. So what you're looking at is a pair of stigmatic eyeglasses just made by hand in 30 seconds is what you just saw. These are prescription eyeglasses and they fit specifically for the individual wearer. How much did it cost? 30 cents. 30 cents. They're charging thousands of dollars for something that costs 30 cents. 30 cents. Understand that there's 5 billion people that don't have access to this 30-cent piece of plastic because they made the prices too high. That is cruel. I'm not going to curse on this because I don't like it. Let me just say I don't like it. So, like I'm trying to explain to you, I connected with MIT. I had 2 professors from MIT on my board. I surrounded myself with the MIT folks, the Ford Foundation folks, the Rockefeller folks, and didn't know that, goddamn, I took my product right to the devil because everyone kept explaining to me how I didn't understand and how I need to make so much money off of this because this makes you rich. And I couldn't explain to them that humanity deserves, oh, thank you, from King, thank you for explaining what OD means. I didn't know that, smarty pants. You know, you see this cat on here giving people facts and stuff. So what I'm saying is, once I brought this to them, everyone was ecstatic. I'll share the videos, by the way, so you can just see for yourself what the government did when I said, hey, give this to humanity for free. Everyone says, no. We got to make some money off of this. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. And I said, no, humanity can have this for free. And no one seemed to realize that the planet will be in a better place if 5 billion people who can't see can then start seeing. None of the smart people understood that that raises the vibration of an entire planet. None of the smart places understood that by being able to see will make a person perform better and be happier and have a much better quality of life. So I just want to make sure that I'm giving this away because I am not giving away eyeglasses. We are giving away vision. OS don't mean other side, by the way. OS don't mean other side, but it is funny and I'll accept it. So Oculus Sinister is what it means. So Miss Teasdale, King Teasdale, hilarious, smarty pants. So that's what we did. I'm gonna go and show you another prescription just so you know what they look like. I'm gonna review all these things. I just want to get you some basic things. And right now it may seem like we're going quickly, but I assure you, what I am telling you, people spend $500,000 in medical school to do, and they still can't even do it. It's funny. So this last prescription I want to show you is a prescription for a person who requires a bifocal. So you know what it looks like. Again, remember, top eye, OD, bottom eye, OS. Sphere, cylinder, axis. So you see something different in this prescription. You'll notice that at this prescription, it has something called an ADD. Add power means just that, add. So when you see this, that means it's a bifocal. If you see something that says add onto a prescription, it means it is a bifocal, okay? So everything else remains the same about this prescription. But if you see add, you automatically know it's a bifocal. So what you're saying is the sphere column is here and here. You have, again, the cylinder. Because you see a number in this column that's called cylinder, then you know it has to be positioned somewhere on the axis. Again, cylinder, it has to be positioned on the axis. So we now have the ability to make a pair of glasses, any prescription in the world, in a matter of minutes, with no lab. They're charging you a lot of money because in Saudi Arabia, this is an example, gas is like 25 cents a gallon. In New York City, California, gas is like $5 a gallon. The reason why they can charge you so much money is because they got the pump. And the reason why they can charge you so much for the glasses is because only they have the machines to make them. So you don't have a choice, except you have a choice now. So not only am I going to train you on how to make the glasses, I am going to train you on how to do the eye exam for the glasses. So really quickly, a couple other terms. Optometrist, optician. An optometrist is the person who does the eye exam. The optician is the person who makes the glasses. People who outside this industry tell you something funny. Optometrists, generally speaking, 95%, don't deal with eyeglasses. Can you believe that the people who do your eye exam do not deal with eyeglasses? And opticians who make glasses do not deal with vision. So you're a CSG, you are better than both of them because you are a hybrid. I'm going to show you how to make a pair of glasses and do an eye exam by hand in 5 minutes. And you're not going to go to college for it and approve no student loan or nothing. I'm going to show you in 5 minutes. And forgive me, again, this isn't what I do. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So no student loans, no anything. So let me explain what we have here. What you have is a technology called the eye focus technology. And we utilize something called epiphanies. Epiphanies are inserts that we use that we snap into frames to make your eyeglasses. And I apologize. I have my my lab in front of me. So quickly, if I could, I can, yeah. Oh, so okay, so this is what they look like. So instead of having a huge eye exam lab, you just have this box. This box is all you need. It contains your Epiphany insert and different colors, of course. So here's how it works. Here's an optical lens, a normal optical lens right here. And here is an Epiphany. I'm going to use this white one just to demonstrate. So this is a normal optical lens, and I've simplified this so everybody can do it, like literally everybody. All right. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a 5 on there, and there's numbers on the outskirts of it. I hope you can see it. But those numbers, basically, if you can imagine it's a clock, it's 180 degrees to your circle, right? So it starts from 0 all the way to 180 is what you're looking at. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just numbers, okay? So we've made this thing so simple that we actually put the prescription sticker on the lens. On the lens. So I don't even have to train you on how to be a CSG. We did it for you. We made it so everybody can do it. I'm gonna still train you. But literally, you take the sticker, we put the prescription on the sticker for you. The strength, you pop it into your Epiphany. You choose a frame you want. I'm gonna choose this one right here. And I find whatever position I want it to be positioned in, like so, just turning it. And then I look into the camera like a cool cat daddy and pop it in. And there you have it. That fast. Understand that this process is costing them billions. You got it for free. You get it for free. So here's how it's going to work. So I'm sorry. I was very excited. I'm sitting here laughing, but it's just like literally this industry is humongous. It is a humongous industry, but the humanitarian piece is even bigger than the commercial piece. You make more money doing for humanity than you'll make working for the system. So I'm extremely excited about that. And their only thing they can hope to do is to simply, hey, you know what, King Teasdale, he's King Teasdale, man, put him in the back of the class. I'm glad this is a virtual classroom because this cat out here trying to be smart with facts and stuff. But I'm very excited because the only thing that the system and the industry has is they're just hoping that this gets ignored. However, I'm not sure how many people on this call. So understand that you have access to the entire planet. And here's how you fix it. Because an average pair of glasses in America is $500, average pair in Europe is roughly $600. And because now we know that this costs 10 cents and this frame here costs $1, we're going to break the system. We're going to sell everybody a pair of glasses for $25. Not me, the CSGs. So here's how it works. As a CSG, you have a customer. We sell, I don't even sell, Crystal Clear Vision. She's my assistant. She is basically going to distribute to you. You get a complete pair of glasses, meaning frame, you insert, whichever insert you choose. I'm choosing white today. Today I feel like I'm in a white insert kind of mode. Choose your frame, your insert, your lenses, a complete pair of glasses. I'm sorry. I'm using white just so you can see it. These Epiphanies inserts. So understand that every pair of glasses that you do is customizable. That's so cool. So every pair. So if you decide, you know what? I want to have a white insert today, you can. You can say, if I want a blue insert today, you can. So literally, you get to customize your look. And no matter how high the prescription, it could be in bifocal, it could be anything. We can do it on the spot and they get it for $25. You as a CSG get it from me for $5. Why? Because that's exactly how much it costs, give or take a couple pennies. So you get a complete frame, the lenses, and the insert for $5. And you're going to sell them to people, even the poorest people in the world can now afford to have them. So we're going to give glasses to everybody for $25. That's it. Because now we can afford them. And now you get to make some money as much as you want to make. And I mean as much as you want to make. And I'm saying this with no exaggeration. Please, please, please hear me. Easily, if you live in America, you can make $3,000 a day like that. If you're in Europe, like $4,000 a day. If you are in Africa, Philippines, oh, by the way, I need someone from the Philippines and Vietnam because they've got like 10,000 islands and they have to all come in to inland to get their medical services. And all the men there have to take care of the babies while the women go off and work somewhere foreign. I disagree with all of that. Please get in contact with the Philippines and tell someone, one person, I don't care if it's a government person, tell one person to do this program and give every single man and woman in the Philippines this skill so they no longer have to leave their place. So just do that. But so what we're doing is we're giving people vision for $25 regardless of the prescription. We give it to you for $5, we give it to them for $25. If they cannot afford $25, don't worry about it. We have provisions for that. Everyone will get their glasses. If you run into a part of our code of CSGs, is if we run into a person who cannot afford their glasses for $25, then we give them to them because it's so much money. And at the end of it, you tell me what country you're in, and I will tell you how to make a lot of money real fast. And understand, I'm not making a dime off of this. I'm just doing this for humanity. I live on the planet. So if the planet is better, then life is better for me and it's better for you. So humanity deserves this, my opinion. So let me kind of show you how this works. So again, this 10 cents right here, this 10 cents piece allows us to make any prescription in the world. So let me show you something else. If we have any optical folks in the world. If you have a heavy eyeglass prescription, a thick eyeglass prescription, we've also fixed that. We have a process that makes it so you no longer have to have thick eyeglasses. Like literally the eyeglasses that we have and that we have are the best looking glasses on the planet because we made them. We made them beautiful. We made them so everyone would want to wear them. And we made it so a person who has little and a person who has a lot can all still wear them. Just quick fact. Ugly glasses get made in the exact same factory as beautiful glasses. They make ugly, poor glasses so people know that you're poor. Like they could make all of them nice, but they do it because they know that you're poor. I have a Spanish-speaking person on the phone. So also, if you're Spanish-speaking and you're not understanding me and you have some questions, by all means, you hold on to the line because I have two Spanish speaking people on this call as well. I apologize for that. So this here is the manual. Has everyone downloaded this? We made a link. If you haven't downloaded it yet, sometime today, download this. It's called the CSG manual. Get this downloaded. Download this today. I need you to memorize the terms in this. So just download this. If you haven't done so today, download this. So I'm going to walk you through a couple of the terms for the CSG manual, and I'm going to demonstrate how to do these things as well. So at the end, we're going to provide a place where you can download it. Crystal has a place already, but she'll take care of that. So CSG manual, this is it right here. Certified Sight Giver. So this pair of glasses that we showed you, when we have a astigmatic lens and we turn it to the position of the wearer, we call this process a Realism. A realism. A realism is my word. And you would think I would pronounce it better. I made it up. So that's how excited I am. So just the rotation of a astigmatic lens to correct a patient's specific prescription is something that we call the Realism. And that's what you're looking at. when you see me rotate that lens. And I'm not trying to be braggadocious or boisterous when you see me trying on all these different glasses. I'm just trying these glasses on for everyone to see how beautiful the frames are. And for you to know that we're not selling garbage. We literally have the best in the world. And I am proud of how they look, and I stand behind them. And that's why I am showing all of these glasses, because I want you to see that we spared no expense, and they are beautiful, and they're not mine. What you don't understand is these belong to you. Humanity just have not made their claim on them. These are yours. We're making it so you have access to this. So you see me trying these glasses on. I don't want you thinking, hey, this guy's a douchebag. He's got his chest all out. No, it's not that. I want you to see that these glasses are beautiful. We have styles for everyone. We make them customizable for everyone. So I want you to understand that that's what's going on when you see me trying on all these different frames and different styles of glasses. So also, back to the manual. There's something in the manual. It's a process that we call Sanjil. Sanjil is spelled Sanjul. And Sanjil is the act of aligning and stacking two stigmatic lenses. So the way we're able to make any prescription in the world, no matter how strong it is because with my Baltimore City public school education, they did not teach me calculus or algebra or any of those smart people things. But they did teach me how to count. So what I figured out on what we can do, which made more sense, is this. The person has a high prescription, who has a prescription that's high. Here is another, this is the Epiphany. The prescription here is a -525. That doesn't mean a lot to you right now for people who haven't been in optics, but a 525 is classified as a pretty high prescription. Well, if a person has a prescription that is a -10, it has to go to a lab for 2 weeks. And it might be right. More than likely it's gonna be wrong, but it might be right. But because I grew up in Baltimore City, I represent the 29 Club, Lakebrook Circle, Lansdowne, LBP. It's not a gang. It's not a gang at all. I decided, well, I don't know algebra, but I do know that if this says -525 and this says -5, I can stack them on top of each other and make a -10. So no matter how heavy your prescription is, oh man, I'm sorry, let me do this again. No matter how heavy your prescription is, second. I'm popping it in. Give me a second. Come on. People are watching. Give me a second. I know I'm rushing, but it's only taking a couple seconds on your side. But I just like to be real cool. I'm sorry, I have my trays in front of me. Perfect. All right. Let's do this again. This here actually is a high prescription. This right here is a -7. So what I do is I will find a frame. This is the frame we're going to choose. And today I want to wear something green. Okay. So this is a -7. I take my Epiphany, pop my lens in. So That's a -7. Then I take another -7 here, which this here is, and I simply stack them. And then I figure out the position I want them in. And as a -15 prescription done by hand and however long it took me. Now, that might not seem impressive to you, but I assure you, no doctor in the world knows how to do it. They don't know how to do it. They didn't do it. They couldn't figure it out. So understand that you can do this. This prescription right here would cost you about $800 in the store. Let me do it again. I'm gonna do a different color, but the same thing. This prescription is a -16. It's very heavy. I know you can. It look. You can't. The reason you know it's heavy because looking at me, it turns me into a little person. So again, you find your prescription, you position it to wherever you want to position it. Wow, that is a pair of glasses made. In my store, this would cost you $800. But now in the world, it costs $25. So you can give this prescription that costs $800 to a person for $25 on the spot. And I know it seems very simple watching it because it is simple, but they didn't figure it out. So regardless how simple it is, they still didn't figure it out. And I figured out I'm giving it to you, and God gave it to me because they wasn't going to give it to you. So that's how we do it. And we make it fun. We train children. So you got a 10-year-old child who can count to 10, count to 20, then I can train them because our numbers don't get above 20. Very rarely do they do. If a prescription comes in higher than 20, we can still make it. We can still do it. However, I've yet to see one that high. So if your kid can count to 20, I can train them on this. Or better yet, you can train them. So instead of having them sit at home, eat up your food, drink all the Kool-Aid, and keep the house dirty, train them. I will certify you for 1 penny. I'm gonna charge all of y'all 1 American penny. And I would charge your children 1 American penny. I will certify you for absolute free. So get your kids up off the couch, get them away from the video games, get them away from this garbage of a television, and take them with you. And let them make some money with you, and you make some money together as a family. The I is for independence. It is for your independence, and that's why it's I focus. This gets you away and off of the system. And if you ain't got childcare, take them with you. Take them with you. You ain't got no education? I don't care, me neither. You been in jail? I got arrested in Mexico 5 times in 2 weeks. Yeah, I've been in jail. I don't care. All we care about is this. If you need a job, and this ain't a job, this is a career. If you need a career that you can't afford to go out and do something, well, guess what? Here it is. You get to make as much money as you want. You get to do this anywhere in the world that you want. I can tell you the laws of your country if you have some questions, but there's nowhere you cannot do this at. So if you're not happy with your conditions, by all means, take this certification, make some money, and leave. Get out of there. Don't make it better. Leave. It ain't gonna get no better. Trust me. Try. So that's what we have. But let's say for the ladies, find your frame you want, and I mean not the ladies, but little girls like pink. So this can change the color of your frame. But if you don't want to change the color of your frame, go in from the back. And what you do is, instead of having a pink frame, a new color, you see, now you have this change the color. And with this one, you just got some pink inside. It might not look fantastic on me. Pink ain't my color. However, if it's your color, do what you want. customize any and every prescription in the world on the spot. If you are satisfied with how beautiful the glasses look on their own, you can use a clear insert. But if you want to, if you want some swag and to be cool, a cat daddy like myself, then you can do an insert, but it's your choice. Everything customizable by you. It is your choice. So back to the manual. I'm not gonna make this long for you guys. I know you guys are up late, and I appreciate you guys for being here this late, but I promise you, this is so funny because this technology has been in the prison system for 5 years. I do the prison systems in Maryland. I used to. I got fired like a month ago. No, another video. But the technology is in the prison systems. And let me give you an example of how this technology works. In prison, for a person to get a pair of glasses, they have to be seen 4 times. They have to be dragged from the prison to the medical unit 4 different times because you have to go back and forth. Well, now with this technology, they only have to come down 1 time, which means you eliminate the transportation. It's good, works out, benefits. It's cheaper than everything, breaks everything. Same with school, same with retirement community, same with anywhere. So if you stack 2 lenses on top of each other that are stigmatic, we call that Sanjil. Now, if you stack 2 lenses on top of each other that don't have any astigmatism, we call that Realism. And the reason why we stack lenses is first, we want to take care of a strong prescription. We want to be able to make sure we can do any prescription in the world. But the other reason why we stack the lenses is because by stacking them, we get to make them thin. So in the process of lens stacking, we make lenses 80% thinner than what the machine does. We make it better than the machine, and the quality is better. The optical clarity is better than any machine. So your hands right now can make a pair of prescription glasses for anyone on the planet in 30 seconds to 3 minutes, and it's better than a machine. You are the machine. Can you dig it? Like, be excited because you don't need nothing but you. You don't need a tool. You don't need nothing but you and your hands. But we did these different things because we wanted to have, we want to be able to accommodate every prescription in the world, no matter what. But also we wanted them to be beautiful because again, we make beautiful glasses in the same place we make ugly glasses. You understand? You make a Dodge Viper in the same place you make a Dodge, Dodge, you know what I mean? You make a Ford in the same place you make a Lexus. And the people who can afford it, get it, So let me get back. So once you have your prescription in place, we call it RLI. So once it's in focus and the patient says they can see, we call it RLIs. So another term I want you to understand, ASG. ASG is an apprentice sight giver. So what is an apprentice? An apprentice sight giver is a person who has not taken the CSG training. However, they have the ability to look at this sticker and turn it. So if you think that you have the ability to look at this sticker right here that a doctor gives to you and just turn it and then snap it in, then you are qualified. That's it. Now, that's all you, literally, that's it. I'll show you again because, let me show you again. If you, here's a lens. It's a 5 on it. You see those numbers on it. King, man, wait till I talk to you after the call. Man, you are not going to get an Apple. So you put your lens inside your Epiphany. This. So then you grab your frame. We're gonna do this frame right here. You grab a frame, put it in, turn to whatever position you want. So that is the qualification for an apprentice sight giver. So even if you don't know how to go through the whole eye exam portion, an eye doctor can give you a prescription, and if you know how to turn the lens and then peel the sticker off, then that's all you need. That's simple. And it sounds crazy, but it fixes everything and it's done instantly on the spot. So the CSG, now that's the big one. The CSG is the Certified Sight Giver. That is humanity's savior. It doesn't seem like it right now, but I assure you, please keep watching. The CSG is a Certified Sight Giver. It is the balance to the IT. The IT professional, nothing against any professionals. The IT is a technical profession that the whole world jumped onto. I assure you, IT is going the way of the dinosaur because this pays way more than IT professionals. And this is a science that actually works. And it's simple. But as a certified sight giver and what we're training, we're giving away, you have to have the ability to perform one eye exam and make one pair of glasses with the technology in 5 minutes. So once you're trained, once you can demonstrate that you can do the eye exam and make the glasses in under 5 minutes, you get certified. That's it. You ain't got to go. I mean, we'll have a graduation for you at the end of that, but Crystal's my assistant. Everyone can speak with Crystal if you have any technical questions. But Crystal, they want a graduation of some sort. We'll give you guys like a 5-minute graduation once we certify you. But y'all need to go out there and make some money. So as a CSG, all you need to do is have the ability to do the 5-minute visual exam and make the glasses. Now, a BSG, we call that a bravura sight giver. And the bravura is the expert. All you experts, by the way, but it's the expert. And this person has the ability to perform 5 vision exams and make 5 pairs of glasses in 10 minutes. Is that right? Oh, okay, no. The BSG, this is my words, by the way. I made all this stuff up, so I've read it a while. The BSG is a bravura, and they have to have the ability to do 5 vision exams in 10 minutes. So these are the different criteria and the different tiers of the CSG. So that's the CSG. So I just want to make sure I stay on track. Bravura, CSG, Certified Sight Giver, and ASG. Okay, all right. The second portion of the manual is the portion to train you how to do the actual eye exams. Now, that's a little longer. I'm going to do another video on that. However, I'm going to train you. I'm going to do another video training the actual eye exam portion, but I'm going to train you just because you know, and it's good to know how to do it. But so this right here is called the eye doc. No one's ever seen this ever before in history. I'm not going to tell you who made it. However, this thing right here will allow you to do your own eye exam in 2 minutes, maybe 30 seconds. That's all. It works just like binoculars, except when you add the Realism process to binoculars, guess what? It lets you do your own eye exams. Nobody knows that. Listen, you guys are going to get so much. This is fantastic. So this thing right here, binoculars. You see people wearing glasses with these all the time. So why does a person wear eyeglasses with binoculars? They wear eyeglasses with binoculars because it does not correct your astigmatism. Until this cat daddy from Baltimore put the astigmatism correction in the binoculars. This is called the Eye Doc. So what you can do is in 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, you do your own prescription in 2 minutes, just like a pair of binoculars. You don't need a doctor stand next to you saying better one, better two. No, you do it yourself. It requires no power, no batteries. It only requires God's sun rays. Can you dig it? You don't need a system. I'm not going to curse, but man, I want to curse about it. So I'm going to train you on how to do an eye exam with where is it at? Oh, by the way, I am a mad scientist, if you guys have not figured it out, and my lab is a mess. So Crystal Hall is very, very, very organized. She will, anything you need, she will get you. So I'm going to train you on how to do an eye exam with the eye focus glasses, okay? However, I'm going to show you folks how to do your eye exam by yourself with this nice little pair of binoculars. And after you're finished with it, go out bird watching without your glasses. You don't need them. We fixed it. And then if you want to, you can give them to your neighbor to use. You can give it to your whole neighborhood, your whole block can get that prescription in 2 minutes for free. You don't need to do it, you can do it yourself. So Eye Doc. This is the first anyone's ever seen it. No one's ever seen it. I made it for humanity. It belongs to you. $25. $25. So you get to go bird watching and get your eye exam done. Can you dig that? The Eye Doc. So if everybody thinks that I've been going crazy, yeah, it's true, it's true. However, man, have I figured out some amazing things that you're gonna have. So understand that this is not for business. This is for humanity. And this is not for anyone's business but your own. You don't answer or serve anyone but you. You're not serving me. Only thing we adhere to is a set of a code of conduct that we are going to take care of humanity. And that's our code. And we're going to be nice. So you're not going to get anything from me. You're going to call Crystal and say, Crystal, I need 10 pairs of glasses. And she's going to send them to you. Done. That's it. That is it. It's your business. It's independence. So understand that you ain't going to need the banks, the colleges, the government, no, nothing. You are all of those things. You get to walk away. Okay? So I'm very excited. I'll show you one more thing. So some of you have already seen it, but I'm excited about it. So this is something else that we have as well. And understand, I want you to please get excited because I'm saying we, because all of these things are humanities. This belongs to you. This is what God gave to me. Whatever you guys call God, I don't care. I mean, I don't care. I'm not saying that I don't care who your God is. I'm saying that I respect whoever you want to call your God is. But God gave this crazy guy all this information for free. I got all these patents, and these patents are for you, for humanity. I own the rights to all of these things. So every optical technology that you know, be it eyeglasses, binoculars, guns, cell phones, tablets, everything optically. What do we miss? We'll talk about the rest later. But everything optically, the industrialized world now has to come through me and through you. So now anytime they try to do anything, they got to come through us for our permission first. And I'm giving it only to you, CSGs. I focus is for independence. So let me show you one more thing that we love. These are called symphonies. So this G150 glass is right here. It's G150. And we don't think that you should have to spend a whole bunch of money for a whole bunch of glasses. So if you have, I don't know, let's say, okay, perfect example. Right now, I am in New Orleans right now. And if I want to go out to one of the cabarets or masquerades, I take my G150 glasses, which are already beautiful, right? Beautiful. And the inside has a message for you. All of your glasses have a message on the inside. And what it says is, you can't see it, but what's in your picture? It says the gift of sight is an absolute right. That is our creed. So that's what we walk with. Our marching orders is that. We ain't got marching orders like the military and none of those things. Our marching orders are simple. The gift of sight is an absolute right. So let's say you wanted to go to a masquerade. I was in Venice a couple of years ago, and they have the most amazing masquerade parties ever in Venice, Italy. My man, we got an Italian brother who did the video. You know how they are with those masks and how eloquent their masks are. They're so detailed. So take your glasses, your G150s, and you simply snap them on to, I'm sorry. The lab's a mess. So you snap these on. Oops. Oh shit. Hold up. All right. You snap these on to your frame. So whatever you're into, whether you're into love or this is a cool one right here. Whatever you're into, your football team. Also, I don't know if you guys are into hip hop and you guys know who the Wu-Tang Clan is. The Wu-Tang Clan has joined our cause, and we're working with them now because they want to help save humanity. So we made the Wu-Tang a mask for, oh, it's upside down. Upside down. All right, let me do it again. I'm sorry. Let's do it again. All right, so let me say this again. The Wu-Tang Clan had decided they want to save humanity as well. So we take our G150 and we got our Wu-Tang mask. So I like to say big ups to Wu-Tang. Everybody give a big ups to Wu-Tang, Killer Priest in particular, Killer Priest. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but we just made this. This is the Wu-Tang mask. You get to add this to your collection of things we do. But this is something that only a CSG will have access to. So instead of buying another pair of glasses, you CSGs will just give one of these to a person for $5. Because guess what? Hey, I don't have $25 to throw around. So you know what? You simply say, hey, we'll just grab one of these symphonies and you can make it anything you want. You can customize it, any color, any style, anything. It can have you thinking about love, or it can have you seeing stars. It's on you. And these are called symphonies. All these things are provided and available to you. So I've been talking for a long time and I've never done this before. So I do apologize because this is my first time. But I'm going to open the floor for questions just because, yes, really quickly, yes. I get so excited about this that I forget to tell people how great they are. Yeah, so having this instead of a mask is so great because there's no rubber band behind your head or nothing like that. You can do anything you want to do. I mean, you can do anything. You can dance, do anything you want to do like normal, and you can see perfectly fine. You can do anything. You don't have to worry about a rubber band in the back of your head. You don't have to worry about shifting around. Now I just put them on. And I'm gonna tell you something. Certain days I don't feel like being bothered. So it's not bad. I can, just put it on top of my glasses. But I think it's fun. I think it's some good news for humanity, and we get to have a good time with it. But again, please, we went over some stuff. What I need everyone to do is please download the CSG manual. Download the CSG manual and please get familiar with the terminology. I'm putting out an additional video that's going to show all the operations as well. But I just wanted you to kind of get an introduction to it and I know it's been a lot of questions and things have been taking a little while. So that is the very, very basic. And now we can go ahead and open the floor up to questions. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to get a glass of water, because I've been talking so long. So just give me a second. Start raising your hands and getting your questions together, because I know you guys may have a lot of questions. I want to be able to give you everything you need. So just give me 5 minutes and give me a cup of water if you don't mind. While everybody's waiting, let me say this. I thank everyone for showing up for this training and asking your questions. And this manual that I produced that you guys have, I want you to understand that the only reason why I made this manual is because the institutions and the structures won't accept anything without you writing down on a piece of paper like an idiot. But understand that all this stuff that I'm showing you, you don't even need it. But this is just to shut up the liars and the people who always want to say, well, have you done this? Have you got a patent? Have you got it manufactured? So understand that this is just to shut them up. But what I'm showing you is what is all you really need. And so, Crystal, if you're around, if you can start, I guess.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so there's some questions that have been asked, and I would like to go ahead and start answering the questions. And
Okay, so we can start with, let's see.
Tijonda, I saw Tijonda. I'm sorry if I'm spelling it improperly. Tyjondah in the beginning had a question.
Yeah, so we can start with her. If you could unmute, and you could go ahead and ask your question.
Tijonda, go ahead and ask your question, please. And please let me know if I'm not pronouncing it properly.
It's Tijonda, and I just raised my hand because you said to at the beginning. I basically, the only question that's on my mind is I'm unaware of where I'm supposed to get the manual.
Oh, no problem. So stay on the call. Crystal Hall, she's going to provide a link for you. So
yeah, I put it in the chat, Tiana. I don't know if you saw it, but I can resend it to you again.
Okay.
So Tiana, I'm glad you did raise your hand, because Tiana is better than Tijonda. Okay, beautiful name. Beautiful name. It means you're gonna have an easy life. As if it was Tijonda, that would have been a hard life. But Tiana gets it easy.
Okay. If that's all you have anything else, Tiana, or
that's it. Thank you.
Not a problem. I guess we can go to Loretta, I believe it is, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Loretta? Loretta. Unmute her, Loretta.
Yes, if you can. There you go.
Okay, there we go. It's Loretta, like Loretta Lynn.
Got you.
As far as the lenses, thank you so much. This is a fabulous opportunity, I must say. I lived in Baltimore for several years, and when I heard you was from Baltimore, I was in Pill Hill though. When I heard you was from Baltimore, I said, this gotta be good, I gotta attend. But anyway, and my sister's also on the call, and she lived in Baltimore also.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I'm not there now. But I saw you turning it. On the ring, it wasn't clear where we're just turning it. It's no stopping at any particular place.
That's the thing. I'll show you to it again. So please, no one be afraid to ask a question. Even if I've shown it, ask a question twice, because I do this so much that I forget that this is the first time people seeing it. So I forget something. I forget little things. So please ask the question again. So this is the lens. Can you see that?
Yes. It says PL1.
Okay, so remember the descriptions.
-1, PL -1.
All right, so what that means is, Remember I was telling you how the sphere cylinder.
I can't see where you're pointing though.
Oh, okay, yeah, 1 second. I'm sorry. Great question, so I can show you. Okay. Sphere, cylinder, axis. Okay, so the PL that you see references the sphere section right here.
Okay.
The -1, trust me, it'll be cool. The -1 represents the astigmatism correction. So all you do simply is get your Epiphany. It's just a piece of plastic, a brilliant piece of plastic though. Snap your lens into the Epiphany.
Okay.
Find a frame, preferably a sexy, beautiful frame. How about this one right here? Find a frame. Now, you see the numbers on the edges?
It says 100, yeah.
Yeah. So you know how your oven, when you turn a degree, they say set your oven to 325 degrees. Well, the prescription we give you, we're going to tell you to set your prescription at 50 degrees. And all you're going to do is turn it to where 50 degrees on this sticker is, pop it in, and then
so there's an indicator on the lens that when you turn it to 50?
Yes, there's an arrow.
Okay.
Like, literally, like we made it so easy that.
That's smart. I got you now.
This is make it easy. Like, listen.
I said, you just kept saying turning it, and I'm like, turning it to what?
There's the stickers on here, so it tells you. So yeah, we make it so easy. But I know you can't see it, but
right.
Just turn it to the particular degree, snap it in, that fast. A pair of glasses that fast, and that fast.
Okay, the next question is, once you pop it in, can you take it back out? Like say you made a mistake or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now, rather difficult to pop them out. However, it's worth popping out because your lens is valuable. The Epiphanies, of course, are valuable, but this is a little piece of plastic. So if you put the wrong lens in, it is worth it to just break this to get your lens out to correct it.
Okay.
So your only tool still, just your hands. So if you made a mistake, easy fix. Like I made a mistake while I was doing the live earlier and I just popped into another frame. And for me, it felt like it was forever, but y'all was watching for like 30 seconds. And 30 seconds is not a bad amount of time to make a pair of glasses instantly. And I see your glasses are nice, but I mean, these glasses, these
are readers. These are just readers.
They're still nice. They're still
I am farsighted, so
right there you go.
I would be correcting to see up close while I'm reading.
Right. Look at you and your optical talking self. Look at you. You already in CSG already. So that's it. Like,
all right. Well, that does it for my questions then. Thank you.
Fantastic. Listen, I salute the divinity in you. Thank you so much for attending this and understand that.
Likewise.
Literally, this thing is about to break anyway because I'm in a couple different countries. Everyone on this call who has access to this is going to make an absolute killing. And that's revenge.
I received that.
All right. Thank you so much. Down to Baltimore. Down to Baltimore.
I still got plenty of people there I'm going to be telling.
All right. Love you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Any other questions y'all got? Y'all reach out to Crystal. She is very, very, very amazing. I'm her boss, so she has to deal with this. Oh my God, it's the worst. So she's very receptive. She'll get back to you. She's very very pleasant, very kind, beautiful individual. So she will reach out to you and y'all be nice to her.